Alright, good evening folks. We're back with our second video of 2021 and it's finally time to showcase and give respect to the Stoys. Yes, we've got Blastoise back and ready to blast the competition away. Okay, bad joke, bad pun intended. Anyway, so before I get into the team, I do want to explain a little bit of something. So this Blastoise is being showcased on a lot of different channels all of a sudden because it's good and people just haven't been given it time to play and use it because of shiny new toy syndrome. But also, you know, Blastoise does fall under that category of I died to Rillaboom or I died to Regieleki syndrome, along with the rest of the water Pokemon in the meta that's not named Tapu, who actually also gets smashed by Rillaboom. But there is a way to make Blastoise work, and I've been doing a little bit of research, and Bingjie Wang, who is one of the best players in the world, he actually got to top 2,000 on the ladder with a Blastoise team, and it's pretty much the same one that we have here, except the items, the EVs, and some of the moves are a little bit different. But the essence is pretty much the same. And he actually had a Blastoise team 5 months ago, but the only difference there was one of the Trick Room sweepers was Dragapult instead of Glacier, which is what we have on this team. So he got top 2,000 with it, and then Colin from Battle Room, he also used Bingjie's team yesterday, if I recall, to climb out of Great Ball into Master Ball because the new season started already. And then just today, Febzy was online and he piloted the Bingjie Blastoise team. So there is some respect being given to the Stoys. Alright, so now we're going to do it as well. So, what are we running on Blastoise? We've got Water Spout, Blizzard, Shell Smash, Scald. Yeah, you would think, wait a minute, no, Protect. Shell Smash, yes. If you Dynamax it, Shell Smash becomes Max Guard. Okay, so the point is with this Blastoise and what he has to do on this team is literally deal damage. Okay, and we're not running White Herb on it. We're running Life Orb on it. So we want that immediate damage. Okay, and you might say if I Shell Smash, I'm going to get one shot by a lot of things, but you're right. If we have some redirection, we can alleviate that, and we do. So who's our redirection mon? And it's going to be the Indeedee, typical set here. Expanding Force, Helping Hand, Follow Me, Protect. We're running Focus Sash on it. Next thing is the Rillaboom. Assault Vest is our choice on this Pokemon. And we're going Fake Out, Grassy Glide, Wood Hammer, and Knockoff. Really like Knockoff on Rillaboom. And Incin, this is nothing needs to be said. Typical Incin things. Very standard moveset. We've got Citrus Berry on it. And then our Trick Room option, as we mentioned, is going to be the combo of our Dusclops, who has Brick Break on it, because we're going to activate the weakness policy on our Glacier. Okay? Now, towards the end of the video, I'll show the rental code of our squad, and then I'll show the rental code of Bingjie's squad, and then I'm going to show you the differences between his team and my team. So, watch the battles, and stay tuned for the recap. Oh, Tapu, Lele, and Arcanine. Ooh. And also with Clefairy redirection, Metagross, Zapdos, and an Urshifu. Okay. Blastoise doesn't look bad here. Not the worst thing in the world. So why don't we just lead with it? So let's get Indeedee, let's get Blastoise, let's get them rolling. In the back, do we need Glacier? The Urshifu is interesting. I don't think we need Glacier here. I don't like the matchup of that against a Metagross and an Urshifu, but I do like the Fire Grass combo, so let's go with this. Alright, let's get them going. And we'll see how he leads. If we get the setup to do Hydro Cannon, Water Spout, I'm gonna go for it. Alright? Can't tell me I can't go for it. Because this way I don't have to Dynamax turn 1. I could Dynamax next turn. Tapu, Lele, and Urshifu. Okay, now the thing is, Lele has AoE with Dazzling Gleam, which will hurt my Water Spout damage, so I can't go for that. But what I can do is still go for Shell Smash. Alright, this Urshifu is gonna hit really, really hard. But as long as I can get Shell Smash, I should be okay. Alright, so we're gonna click Follow Me, and there's no reason why we can't click Shell Smash here. We're gonna go for it. I'd be surprised if they Dynamax their Lele early on, but doesn't look like they're going to. I can already tell this is probably, yep, Dazzling Gleam. That's why we don't need to go for Water Spout. And what's good is that it goes before my Water Spout because it's faster. I'm sorry, my Shell Smash. So that's good. Yeah, Indeedee just got murdered. Alright, and now here's our Shell Smash. We're gonna get out our Rillaboom. We can't click Fake Out because of Psychic Terrain, but that's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out the Rillaboom. Change the terrain. So actually we can click Fake Out now because we're gonna change it. Which is nice. Alright. Now, if he led this, I would assume the Metagross is in the back with the Zapdos. I would assume. So, here's what we do. We're gonna Fake Out the Lele, and we're gonna get rid of the Urshifu now. Let's get our residual damage going with Cannonade. This should be a KO. Urshifu doesn't have the greatest of special defenses. Alright, and let's take advantage of our damage and speed boost. Alright, you see him, he's back. G-Max Blastoise with all his bazooka glory. Alright, and that's a nice thumbnail for the video. Alright, he goes for Detect. Very interesting. Alright, so this is going to be free residual damage. Here's the Fake Out. Alright. And let's see how much this does through the Detect. Very curious to see. More than half, which is very, very nice. Okay. Nice. Yep. Okay. Alright, and there's that residual damage, so this is good for Grassy Glide, and we can just kill the Lele with Max Hailstorm. So we're just gonna click this, Grassy Glide here, and Max Hailstorm. And that should be the double KO. Unless he switches, which he could do, into Metagross and really absorb this. If it's Zapdos, good luck. But he's definitely thinking about it. Oh, is this the Metagross? Is this what we said? Oh, it's the Arcanine. Okay. What if I just cannonaded there? Then what do you do? Alright, he might have thought I was going to Grassy Glide that slot, but we're going to do it on this slot. Yep, that's a good KO there. And we'll get some residual damage onto the Arcanine with the Cannonade and the Hail, which is gonna add up over time. That's such good damage. That's really good damage. For something that, oh, okay, it was a crit. That's fine. We're gonna say it didn't matter. Alright, and I did see Intimidate go off, so he's not Moxie. So that, I'm sorry, Justified. So we're gonna pop his berry, that's fine. Okay. What I will do now is I'll get my Rillaboom back and we'll switch into Incin for more Intimidate damage. But let's see what he brings out here. I would assume it's the Lele. He wants to stall out my Max, which is fine. He can do that. But the overgrowth is neutralizing my residual damage a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, it's the Zapdos. Okay, so now we know all of his mons. Okay, so here's what we do. The Arcanine is faster, and that's fine. So why don't we just do this? Preserve the Rillaboom for later. Get him out. And what's stopping me from cannonading the Zapdos or even hailstorming it? I mean, see, the thing is, Torrent should be active now, right? So with that and stab, I don't really care about the Arcanine. This is 280. Yeah, I think this is more. 225. Alright, assuming my mathulations is correct, this is probably going to be more at this health. So we're gonna go ahead and go for that. Alright, if he Dynamaxes and max guards, good on him. Good on him. Alright, so we'll nerf the Arcanine. He might go for Snarl, which is also another play. Alright, so there's a Dynamax. Does he max guard, or does he just go straight for a lightning move? I don't know if he realizes that I'm faster than Zapdos after Shell Smash, but we're gonna find out. Alright. Let's see. Yep. Alright. Couldn't tell you that was coming. We called that. So here's the extreme. Oh, he goes for Blastoise. Okay. So he's gonna block my Cannonade. Very nice. But now what I can do with Incin is Snarl and reduce that Zapdos. And I can also fake out the Arcanine if I want. Alright. There's the Cannonade. Alright. Let's see. Now the Zapdos is gonna go for Airstreams, which I am okay with. I don't think I need to fake out here. I think I can just go and kill the Arcanine. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Snarl to reduce the Zapdos. And I could just honestly Blizzard. And I think that kills. Like, what's stopping me from doing that? I'm gonna go for it, because it's super effective on Zapdos anyway. And I'm Life Orbed with Shell Smash. Let's see what happens. If he switches the Arcanine, oh boy. But either way, we're gonna get a good Snarl. Alright, he goes for Protect, that's fine. So, let's see how much this does. 100% accuracy in the hail. Blizzard! Oh! Blastoise! That is good damage. You go ahead and max Airstream. Is that it? That is into Blastoise. Alright, but now we get a Snarl off and we're fine. Okay. Does this kill Arcanine? Oh, and he's Life Orb. Alright. Can we kill the Zapdos? Come on, Incin. Snarl! Yes! Okay, goodbye, Zapdos. Nice. Alright. So, played that well enough. And now he gets out the Lele. And we get a reset in our Fake Out, which is exactly what we're gonna do. This, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Nope. That's fine. Okay. So here comes our Rillaboom. Alright, here comes the Lele. So we get a reset in the Fake Out, and this is going to be... should be easy enough. Now, unfortunately for him, or actually for, yeah. Unfortunately for him, we're slower, so thank you for resetting my grassy terrain. Okay, so this, we're just gonna play it safe here and snarl the Lele. And we can just fake out the Arcanine and that should kill. If he protects, same thing. Yeah, it's really nice to have double fake out and snarl reduction. Bingjie's team did not have snarl, which is, I guess, fine. He has taunt instead. But I really like snarl on Incin and on this particular team. So that should kill the Arcanine. Yep. And we'll get off a snarl here, which is nice. Moonblast, we should live if that's into Incin, because we're thick, and Incin is a beast. Special attack reduction we don't care about, and here comes the snarl. Yep. Alright. So there's that. And that should be the game. So there's the residual damage from Hail, which is neutralized by the grassy terrain, but that's still okay. The only thing is you have to wait 58 years for these animations, but it's fine. Alright. So now we just have to click Flare Blitz, and now we just click Grassy Glide, and that's the game. Yeah! Battles cancelled! Blastoise taken the first dub. Holy crap, Garchomp Tyranitar. I haven't seen that in years together. And he's got Ninetales. Okay. And he's got Sun mode. So he's got Sand mode and Sun mode. Sun Chomp. Alright. So he's got 3 weather conditions here. Sand, Sun, and Hail. Okay. So he probably wants an Aurora Veil setup, but okay, that's fine. Trick Room looks really good here with Glacier. Like, yeah, Trick Room looks really good here. So why don't we just do this? Well, first of all, so Blastoise also looks really good here. So let's leave with that, and then let's go Dusclops, and we'll get Glacier in the back. Yeah, that's fine. And again, just like the first video, if the lead calls for it, you know, if I can Hydro Cannon at full health, I'm sorry, Water Spout, I did it again. I will go for it. I always keep messing up Hydro Cannon and Water Spout because, you know, 2 hard-hitting water moves. Okay, Ninetales Indeedee. Okay, so much for that idea. Because this is, unless if he doesn't go for Blizzard, then I'm going for the double. Alright, but here comes the Hail. Psychic Surge, doesn't matter. If he goes for Blizzard, that's gonna do a lot of damage to Blastoise, because I am gonna get that reduction, but that means he gets no Aurora Veil, which I'm also fine with. So let's test this. Let's help. Oh, no. Sorry. Let's follow me, and let's click the Shell Smash button, because why not? Okay, here's the follow me. And oh, okay, so he goes for the Aurora Veil. Alright, so he's gonna protect against some of this damage. Calm Mind! Oh boy, he's gonna take this Water Spout very, very well. Is that an offensive Indeedee? We're gonna find out. Alright, well, here comes our Shell Smash. I mean, this is still gonna do some damage, whether he likes it or not. Alright. So, what's stopping me from doing something like this? Where I can Helping Hand and then just go ham with the Water Spout. Like, what's stopping me from doing this? Like, I know he has the Veil up, but we're Life Orb +2 with a Helping Hand. I'm going for it. I want to see how much damage this does. How much damage can Blastoise do through Aurora Veil? Indeedee protects. Okay, well then Ninetales is going to take some damage here. Alright, here we go. Water Spout. And it just kills. Blastoise is just stupid. Oh boy, through the Aurora Veil. I mean, you know, Ninetales' base special defense is like 100 if I recall. So, that's not too bad. But how much is this Indeedee going to take next turn? Because now he can't protect. And we didn't Dynamax yet, so that's also good for us. What's he going to send out here? If this is Torkoal, then, or Charizard, then I expect the Torkoal switch. But then you lose your Indeedee bonus. Okay, it's Torkoal. That's fine. I mean, you don't have Trick Room. So this is still going to hurt. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I think we just do it again. Like, well, what's stopping me here? Like, I know he has the Veil up, and I know the Drought is out, but this is still super effective. Alright, so we're gonna do it again. And indeed he can't protect this time. Let's see how much damage this does. Aurora Veil in the Sun. How much does this do to Torkoal? I'm very curious. Alright, so there's a helping hand. Alright, remember, super effective. He tries the double, he doesn't get it. Blastoise, Water Spout, through the Veil. Oh my god. Oh man. This Indeedee is just trying to go for double protects. Alright, well we can't keep spamming this now because we're less than half. So, we're gonna have to switch to Scalds, but hey, this has to be Charizard now, right? Okay, it is Charizard. That's fine. So, we know what's coming. But, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna click follow me. And I actually am gonna Dynamax. He only has 2 Mons left. I mean, the Indeedee could click follow me now. But we're clicking follow me as well. So I could do this. And residual damage is still gonna hurt him. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Let's try and get the sweep with the Stoice. Alright, let's do it. You've clicked follow me, Indeedee goes down. And we get our residual damage up. I know this is in the Veil. And this is in the Drought, but this is still gonna hurt. Like, you can't tell me this isn't gonna hurt. Okay, there's our follow me. Does the other Indeedee click follow me? He does not! Well then... no Dynamax from Charizard! And you love to see it, a Blastoise knocking out a Charizard. So, my opponent decided not to Dynamax this game because... got scared of the Stoice! Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Yep. There's something called the run button, and I'm pretty sure our opponent is gonna click that. This is the Blastoise 4-0 sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, here it is. Alright, he's gonna let Blastoise get the last kill, so very generous of my opponent. He protects, so can this kill through the protect and the Veil with the sun out? G-Max Cannonade, letting out the big damage, and Indeedee lives. Well, darn. Okay, so that much the Indeedee can live through, but not the residual damage of the Cannonade, which is the major part of this team. And there it is, Blastoise 4-0. You like to see it. Oh, whoo! That is a team. We got double competitive / defiant. with the Zapdos, who has seen an uptick in play recently. Alright, you can thank Febzy for that. And Milotic. Glaceon. Alright, I suspect something with Ice Shard for weakness policy. The Latias, my underrated old friend with the Tailwind, potential Bulldoze plays. Mystical Fire is gonna hurt the Stoys, but maybe with redirection I don't have to worry. So we're gonna bring the Stoys, and looks like I don't want to break competitive proc, so I don't think Incin comes this game. But the Glacier looks real good in the back, so why don't we just go ahead and go with this. Okay. Let's see if the Stoys can make it 3 in a row. Alright. If he leads the Latias, I have to think a little bit, because it depends on what he's leading it with. If it's the Zapdos, okay. Zapdos and Big Jimmy. Wow. I did not expect this. Okay, how do I want to play this? So he tried to get the competitive proc if I led Incineroar. Now, that's nice, but we don't fall for that. That thing just gets smashed by Max Hail. So, yeah. If that thing goes for Earthquake, we have a problem. And he very well might go for Earthquake. But we're gonna see. So, let's click the follow me button. And let's set up with Shell Smash. And let's see. Don't think you would run Earthquake on this. Okay, so he doesn't max. I don't think Haxorus would run Earthquake. Outrage! What? Okay. Alright, well... Okay, this is quite the animation. Alright, so goodbye Indeedee. But... the Blastoise, the Stoys, gets set up now. Alright. So we kind of have to Dynamax now. Actually, I'm gonna think about this. I do want the Dusclops though. I do want the Dusclops. See, here's what I'm thinking. I have an idea. It may not be a good idea, but it is an idea. See, this is where Trick Room gets a little awkward, because now Blastoise is the strongest thing on the field. But I guess we just go for a Nightshade. Into... who do I want to kill? Okay, let's kill this. And let's Dynamax. Actually, hold on a second. We don't need a Dynamax. We have Blizzard. What am I thinking? Except we don't have the Hail, so this could actually miss. And I don't want to rely on this, so I think I will just Dynamax. And I'll drop the Cannonade. And then we'll worry about Big Jimmy later. Alright. So here we go. So all games so far, we have not Dynamaxed the Ice Horse, or even brought it out. We've just been bringing out the big Stoys for the nice big residual damage over time, and the initial damage with the Cannonade. Anybody protecting? No protecting, so this is probably just a straight kill on the Zapdos. And Outrage is going to do a lot to Stoys if it lands on the Stoys. But... yeah, why Outrage? Let's see. Okay. That did a lot to Blastoise. But we have Pain Split. So I'm gonna go for that. Alright, so that's good damage. And there's the residual damage over time. Okay, and he's gonna take a confusion turn. But I have to see if I can knock out that. Okay, that doesn't bother me. Alright, so here's what we do. We Pain Split the Blastoise. And do we care about Glaceon? Outrage could kill me. But we have the Ice Horse in the back, so I'm not really concerned about Mr. Big Jimmy over here. And we're just going to smash the Glaceon with a Cannonade and knock it out. So no Dynamax so far. Very interesting. Alright, now hopefully we survive an Outrage. Oh, okay. So he hits the Dusclops, which is good. That's fine. We'll give our Blastoise some health, and now he's confused. Alright. Alright, we gave our Blastoise some health. Alright. And there's that damage over time tick. So our last turn of Dynamax. And it's going to be the Moltres. Okay, well... So, it could be like last game, where the Moltres with Dynamax and just max guard. Do we think he does that? It would be a good play. It absolutely would. But what I will do is I will set up the endgame with Trick Room, because I'm counting on the fact Blastoise may die. We'll see. And we're just gonna drop the residual damage onto the Moltres with the Max Hailstorm. So let's see. Oh, what? What? Is this another game where they don't Dynamax? What is going on here? No, we have to play another game. Like, this is 2 games where they're not Dynamax. Are they that scared of the Stoice? No, we have to do another game where they Dynamax. This doesn't count. Alright, D-Pulse. That's fine. Alright, so now here comes the Trick Room. Okay. So the Hail will do some damage. And the damage over time will kick in. Alright, yeah. No, we're doing another one. We're doing another one. I don't know. I guess they're just that scared of the Stoice. Alright. That should kill anyway. Doesn't matter. We click whatever we want. And Dusclops gets the final kill. Beep! Goodbye, Big Jimmy. Thanks for coming. Alright. Well, Blastoise. Sweeping. Okay, maybe now we can get a game where somebody Dynamaxes. And, ooh, Hippowdon. Wow, I haven't seen that guy out of singles. I don't see him in doubles. You usually see that in singles. And Snorlax. Okay. Dragapult Mimikyu. I could see Shadow Sneak Weakness Policy. Yeah. But either way, Blastoise looks really good here. It's good against 3 of them. So does the Ice Horse, except for the Rotom-H. So that is interesting. But we're gonna go with our combo anyway, and hope for the best. Rotom-H, we have Blastoise to kind of do okay against it. Do I want to bring the Glacier though? That's the question. Cause, like, if the Dragapult Dragon Darts... Nah, I don't think it bothers Blastoise too much. But, I will bring the Glacier anyway. That Rotom-H's gonna give me a problem, so hopefully the Blastoise can take it out earlier. Maybe he doesn't even bring it, we'll see. But yeah, we just played 2 games where both opponents didn't Dynamax. So maybe this one can. Our first one was against someone that did do it with their Zapdos. Okay, so there's that. There's that. But let's get a 4th game in. Hopefully, we can get it a little bit more fair. Those are quite the eyes. And there's the Rotom. Okay. Well, we already know what I'm going to try and do. Alright, this guy had some guts to bring the Rotom against the Stoise. But the Mimikyu could Trick Room, and that is going to be interesting. That's good for my Ice Horse, though. But we'll see. So let's find out. Let's click Follow Me. If he clicks Trick Room, he clicks Trick Room. Let me think about this, actually. Do I need to Shell Smash? I could Scald, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I will Shell Smash. I think I'll play it safely here. Because, like, if that Rotom nasty plots, all the more power to him. I don't think he would do that in front of a Blastoise. But, let's just do it. Let's see what he does. Okay, no Dynamax. Expected. Does he have Discharge? Volt Switch. Alright, you go ahead. Alright, so this could be a free nasty plot. But, if he Trick Rooms, then things get interesting. But I am curious to see what he does here. If the Mimikyu Swords Dance, that's a problem. Snorlax. Okay. Do you Trick Room? He does Sword Dance. Okay. This is now a problem. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Huh. How do I want to try and do this? Because the Mimikyu is going to do some big damage to Blastoise. But I know I want to take out the Snorlax. So, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'll just click the Follow Me button, like the plebs that we are. And we'll go for the Cannonade, and let's get residual damage going. Let's blow the Snorlax to the next dimension. I'd be interested if he Dynamaxed that Snorlax. But it could be the Mimikyu, because the Mimikyu did Swords Dance. So we're gonna find out. Alright, we're gonna wave our fingers. Ooh, ooh. And let's see what happens. No Dynamax from the Mimikyu, so this is a free Cannonade. This could honestly KO Blastoise, dealing the big damage. And here comes the Vortex setup. Okay, Mimikyu, another Swords Dance. This Mimikyu means business. Alright, but we're gonna ticket. This Mimikyu means business. Alright, that's 2 Swords Dance that I let him get off. Here's the Dragapult. Okay, how do I want to do this? What are the chances the Mimikyu Dynamaxes now and just tries to go for Blastoise? What if I just protected? What if I just protected? If he goes for the Blastoise now, he kills me 100%. But I will kill the Dragapult if he does that. And then I can set up the Trick Room with my Dusclops, because that means Indeedee, that means Indeedee stays alive. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because Ice Horse can clean up later, because residual damage is ticking. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to protect. I want Indeedee alive. If he kills Blastoise, he kills Blastoise. But I'm taking 2 kills with me. So, we're going to click Max Hailstorm, get more residual damage going. So here's our Protect. And that's very interesting. He did not Dynamax. Damn, is this going to be another game where there's no Dynamax? There is Dragapult. You know, Mimikyu could die to all this residual damage with the Vortex and the Hail. You know, we could do no damage and he could die just to that. Shadow Claw, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, see that KO. That's fine. that's okay. Because the point was that Indeedee stayed alive. Okay? And he's Life Orb. He's going to take Hail, and he's going to take residual damage. Alright. Yup. See, already half his health is gone. He ain't Dynamax yet, but that's fine. He's just going to keep taking. You want to Dynamax a half health Mimikyu, you be my guess. Rotom-H. Okay. Alright. Now, the Rotom could be the problem. Oh, Choice Scarf. Ooh. Okay. That's still fine. Alright. Follow me. And we're going to Trick Room. The Rotom's going to be a problem with the Isource. But, maybe if we Trick Room and get residual damage, we can take it out. That is what I'm banking on. He's Choice Scarfed. Was it the Rotom or the Mimikyu? I actually didn't see. I missed it. Alright, here we go. This might be the Mimikyu. It is the Mimikyu. 2 Swords Dance. Okay. Half health Mimikyu. That's fine. You Dynamax that. Alright, here's the Follow Me. Alright, I just need to survive Volt Switch. I don't think that kills. Yeah, so we're gonna get a guaranteed and yeah, hate and love to see something like that, right? This is why you gotta study your typings, ladies and gentlemen. That was kind of cute. I mean, oh well. So this is now kind of easy. And there's the residual damage that we were talking about. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm not scared of the Rotom. I will break the disguise on the Mimikyu though. That I will do. I should be the slowest thing here. Alright. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's Expanding Force on the Rotom, and then let's just Nightshade. Break the disguise. Residual damage is gonna kill that thing. Alright, so we'll do this. Alright, not scared about it. That's fine. So there goes some of his health. Alright, Expanding Force. Boom. And, you know, he could pick up 2 kills right here. But Blastoise, residual damage takes effect. And again, I was fine with Blastoise going down because my goal was to keep the Indeedee alive so I can set up the Trick Room. Boom. We got off one attack that did no damage. Well, okay, one attack that actually did do damage. And everything else was just straight residual. Okay, it was just all Blastoise. And that's kind of how you have to play the team. There it is. Glacier didn't even get in. This is how Blastoise ends games. It was all residual. Alright, we got it. There it is, guys. That's our Blastoise squad. Yes, we called it 3 elements because we have a Fire, Water, Grass core. So I figured why not just call it 3 elements. And Blastoise did some work. Yes, we did have a couple opponents that chose not to Dynamax. That's not my fault. I mean, that's what we get when we try to climb out of Great Ball and get back into Master Ball. We get some stuff like that. But the main thing is we have the same 6 mons as Bingjie's team. It's just the EVs, the items, and a little bit of the moves are different. And if you look at our Glacier, first of all, we're running weakness policy on it. And we don't have close combat. Instead, we have high horsepower. And on our Dusclops, we're using Brick Break to proc the weakness policy onto Glacier. That's one thing. The Rillaboom, we're running Assault Vest on it, and we have Knockoff, along with Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, which Bingjie also had, but he was running, I think, the Incense on it, which is perfectly fine. Okay, but our Indeedees are pretty much the same. If I recall, his Incineroar was a little bit more offensive than ours. Ours, we have a typical bulkier set, so I will note that. But the Blastoises were both the same. I actually had Flash Cannon originally on this, but I figured if I'm going to take a lot of damage, I'm going to need another Water Stab move, and Scald was the way to go, which is what Bingjie also had. So this is our version. Now let's look at Bingjie's version. Okay, so this is Bingjie's version, and if you look, the first thing I will note is the Glastrier at the top. So he's using Expert Belt, and he has Close Combat on it. And I understand why he has this, because most times, more often than not, you're going to be Dynamaxing the Blastoise, which means the Glacier has to be able to do damage on its own without the Dynamax, and it has to survive more hits, because you're not really Dynamaxing it. So he has some EVs in special defense, which is fine, but he made it so that the Glacier can deal damage outside of Dynamax, okay, which is why he has the Expert Belt on it. Okay, and I totally get that, and Close Combat is pretty good, so I get that. The Rillaboom, he has the Rose Incense on it to boost his grass moves, so Grassy Glide and Knockoff. He actually has Protect on it, okay, so no Woodhammer on this set, but I liked Woodhammer, so I kept it. So then that's why I chose to run the Assault Vest. His Incineroar, I believe, is Adamant, okay, but he doesn't have too much attack investment in it. It's still pretty bulky, but he does have 2 big attack moves on it, as opposed to ours, which only has 1. He has Darkest Lariat on it. Perfectly fine. I don't like to run Darkest Lariat and Flare Blitz on both at the same time with Incin, but it still works. It's perfectly fine. I like Snarl because you know, special attackers are a thing, so I did like Snarl, so I kept that on there. And ours is Careful. It's a little bit more bulkier. But the Dusclops, you can't... oh, actually, you can see it. He has Haze, which is good because a lot of things have weakness policy, and you do want to wipe out those debuffs. And sometimes, if you really need to, you can wipe out the debuffs on Blastoise if necessary. But that's a rare case, you know, if you need to do that. And the Indeedee, he has Safeguard on it, which I understand. Okay, you want to avoid those status conditions, so it has a place. But yeah, so those are the main differences. And you know, give this version a try. You know, ours works just as well, but ours, because we have Brick Break, sometimes we do like to Dynamax the Glacier, so I do opt for that. But this is also perfectly fine, and you might even argue that this is better than ours because, you know, Bingjie is one of the best players in the world. But yeah, there's that. Give both a try, see which one you like, and let me know in the comments. Alright, so that's it! Blastoise! I loved it. Until next time, here you go.